Hey, welcome to our channel. Being a student abroad comes with a mix of some wonderful experiences and hardships. One of the most feared thing is making your ends meet by getting a part-time job.
In this video, we will talk about everything related to part-time jobs. If you want to know all about this, then please keep on watching. But before moving forward, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
When we first moved out of India, we used to get very worried thinking about our monthly expenses here. The education loan that we had taken only covered our tuition expenses, and we were very determined to make it here on our own.
Even before coming here, we started looking for paid internships and part-time jobs. So Saurabh was successful in securing a paid internship, and I struggled a bit. So I got a part-time job as a chef in a supermarket named Jumbo. So here we are telling you all about our experiences and to share some tips on how to get a part-time job in a country where English is not the first language.
Let us tell you about an interesting device that you will surely need as soon as you land here. A new country means no reliable and immediate data connection. You can use public Wi-Fi, but then you will be compromising on your security.
With Pocket Wi-Fi Amsterdam, you can rent a device that acts as a pocket Wi-Fi that gives you unlimited data, 4G coverage everywhere. You can order it in advance and it will be delivered to you anywhere in the Netherlands. Or what you can do is you can pre-order it and you can pick it up from the Schiphol airport as soon as you land here.
You can return the device once you have your own stable connection. To check out their prices, follow the link, and to get a 15% discount, use the code SPARKLETOGETHER during the checkout.
Right off the bat, the first thing that you should know is that as an international student, if you want to work in the Netherlands, then you need the TWV work permit. Check out our video where we describe each work permit in detail so that all your questions get answered.
The second thing to remember is that an internship is not a part-time job. If you manage to secure an internship, doesn't matter if it is paid or unpaid, you do not need a work permit to do your internship.
Please check out our previous videos again where we have talked about this in detail. In that video, we also talk about different ways in which you can grab a very good internship. So, yeah.
If you are hired without a proper work permit, then there will be consequences like you or your employer might have to pay a huge fine, or even worse, you might get deported. So please ensure that if you do get a part-time job, then all your paperwork is complete and legal.
Third point. Now another thing to remember is that as a full-time student, you're only allowed to work 16 hours a week. However, during your holiday period or your orientation year, you're allowed to work full-time. So yes, people, this summer break, it is not a time to rest. It is time to work hard and earn a lot of money.
Fourth point. This is something very easy to miss. Oftentimes, when you are applying for a part-time job which is not related to your field of study, and if you are asked to upload a resume, you might upload your professional resume.
So, for example, if you are a computer science student and you're applying for a job of a cashier in the supermarket or say a chef in the supermarket, it will be irrelevant if your resume says that you have 4 years of experience working in the Python language.
Thus, always have a slightly modified version of your resume handy, which focuses more on your people skills rather than your academic skills.
Fifth point. The minimum hourly pay for a part-time job in the Netherlands is a little above 11 euros. So when I was a chef in Jumbo, I used to earn around 11.07 euros very exact per hour.
According to her work permit, she was allowed to work 12 hours a week, I think. So if you calculate her salary, she used to earn approximately 500 euros a month.
And sometimes less because you don't always work 12 hours a week.
Yeah.
So is this enough to take care of your monthly expenses? The answer is both yes and no. A detailed answer will be present in the upcoming video. However, if you want to know or get an idea about the monthly cost or the expenses here, then check out our expenses playlist. The 3 videos there combined will give you a very good idea of, what will be your initial expenses, the monthly expenses, and much more.
6th point. Once you find any paid job, before going out to celebrate, make sure you change your insurance to Dutch basic health coverage. It is a mandatory step, and if you fail to change your insurance, then you might have to pay a huge fine.
Yeah, when you stop earning, so you can then go back to your previous insurance or any other private insurance, because then you won't be eligible for the Dutch basic health insurance. To visualize this, we have a video and a whole flow chart in our blog, and the link to both of them is in our description box. So go click on it and check if you're eligible for a Dutch health insurance or not.
7th point. There are many requirements everywhere where you can apply without knowing the Dutch language. For example, people working in retail shops to refill cloth rack or supermarkets where you can keep refilling the food section. With these kinds of roles, you are not interacting directly with the customers, right? And hence, these are the jobs which you can easily apply for without knowing the Dutch language.
8th point. Now let's move on to the burning question in your mind. How do I find a part-time job? Well, in the past, whenever we asked this question, we got a lot of mixed answers, negative answers from people.
They used to say that it is difficult to find a part-time job here, or you need to learn the Dutch language. In the end, it is up to you. You can either listen to these negative comments, sit on your couch and do nothing, or you can go out, hustle and find a job for yourself. That is exactly what we did.
You can find a job using one of the 3 ways that we are about to give you. So the first one is job portals. There are various job portals like Indeed or LinkedIn where you can find openings for a part-time job. Apply aggressively everywhere and do not get picky.
If you apply for let's say 20 jobs, hardly 3 or 4 will respond. Do not get disheartened by this. Just keep on trying and one day you will get a job. Another approach is to make a profile on company's website and apply for every available job.
The next one is we are hiring signboard. Keep an eye out for flyers or boards that say that the company or restaurant or cafe or the supermarket is hiring.
This is what exactly happened to us. We used to shop regularly at Yumbo, and one day I saw this board.
Yeah, I immediately created a profile on their website and applied for jobs. And within a week, I was called in for an interview, and then I started working for them as a chef.
3rd, college portals. You can even do a part-time job in your college. You can either apply for roles of student assistants where you will get paid monthly, or you can volunteer to assist a college committee for an event where you will be get paid hourly, I think.
Hourly. So colleges are very accepting of international students, and here you do not have to worry about getting rejected because the university will have to file for your work permit. They will do so willingly. I mean, check out our previous video where we tell you all about how to get a TA role in your college.
Please write to us in case you have any queries regarding this topic. We are happy to engage with all of you. We hope that this video was helpful. Let us know if you missed something and share the appreciation if you didn't.
Yeah, see you.
See you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.